Hello students, chalo. Today we are going to learn a very important topic from our 5th unit, Magnetism and Matter. That is, Gauss's law for magnetism. Now don't worry at all. We will make it so simple that you will never forget it and you can write it in your exams without any fear of losing marks. Let's start.
Okay, so to get into this, let's start with a very simple question. Something you might have even wondered about yourself when playing with magnets. So, have you ever thought about this? You take a magnet, you break it in half, and what happens? You just get two new, smaller magnets, right? Each one with its own north and south pole. Why can't we just, get a single north pole all by itself? Well, this is a fundamental property of all magnets, and believe me, if you can answer this one question, you've basically understood today's entire topic completely. So where's the secret? The secret actually lies in something we can't see, the invisible magnetic field lines that surround the magnet. Now, this is a fantastic way to think about it. Imagine magnetic field lines are like water flowing in a completely closed pipe system. The water just keeps going round and round in a loop, right? There's no starting tap and no ending drain. Magnetic field lines behave exactly like that. And look here, this picture shows the difference perfectly. On the left, see, the magnetic lines are continuous closed loops. They don't start or stop anywhere. But now look at the right side, the electric field lines. They have a clear starting point, the positive charge, and a clear ending point, the negative charge. They have a source and a sink. Magnets don't. And this is the most crucial point of the whole topic, beta. This one idea that magnetic field lines always form complete, unbroken loops. They have no beginning and no end. This is the entire basis for Gauss's law in magnetism. It's really that simple. So you see, this simple observation that we just made, just by looking at pictures of field lines, this is actually one of the most important and fundamental laws in all of physics. Amazing, isn't it? Okay, now for the exam part. This is the exact NCERT definition you must write. It says, the net magnetic flux through any closed surface is zero. So what does this mean in simple words? It just means if you imagine drawing any kind of closed box or a sphere around a magnet, the total amount of magnetic field going into that box will always be equal to the total amount coming out of it. And of course, here is the formula for it. Now, don't get scared by the symbols. This equation is just a fancy mathematical way of saying exactly what we just discussed. The net magnetic flux, which we write as phi b, is always zero. Okay, but why? Why is the answer always zero? Let's break it down and see how this all connects. It's really just a simple counting game. Think about it. Because the lines are closed loops, right? Any line that goes out of your imaginary box, it has to come back in somewhere else. It has nowhere else to go. It must complete its loop. So, for example, let's say 1,000 lines are leaving from the north part of your surface. Because they have to loop back, exactly 1,000 lines must be entering the south part of that same surface. So what's the net result? 1,000 out, 1,000 in. The net is zero. Simple. All right, now let's focus on what's really important for your exams. Let's summarize the key points and also clear up some common mistakes that students often make in this topic. Now this is a very common point of confusion, so please listen carefully. In electricity, remember, we have separate positive and negative charges, Henna? We call them monopoles, a single pole. But in magnetism, this does not happen. You can never ever find just a north pole all by itself. So chalo, let's summarize everything for your final revision. Point number 1, magnetic field lines are always continuous, closed loops. Point 2, because of this, magnetic monopoles, that is, isolated north or south poles, they do not exist. And point 3, as a result, the net magnetic flux through any closed surface is always zero. This beta is Gauss's law for magnetism. And that's it. I really hope this explanation has made the topic crystal clear for you. Now, as a final thought, just think about this question. The fact that we have electric charges, but we have never ever found a magnetic charge, this is actually a very deep mystery about how our entire universe is built. Something to think about, isn't it?